following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
Hello and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the best in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. What's up, everybody? We are live in the W4CY studios in Wellington, Florida. Before I get started, let me introduce.
You can wish if you want.
Let me introduce the cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I'm telling you, after living with him 3 years, I'm getting senile like him. He's like, spreading on me. Anyway, I'm so happy to be in our studio, our original place where we started, with our buddy Chad. It's so good looking at that gorgeous, handsome, sculpted Roman face. He looks like a Roman gladiator, girls.
Wow.
He is really handsome. And the gal that wrote me the email about him, she said, is he really cute? And I said, he's handsome as could be. But he has Heather, and he's very much in love with Heather, and he's not looking for any of you ladies. So Stop writing me in my email, is Chad available? He's not. But Chad has his sister who's 450 pounds. She drives an 18-wheeler, and she's a diesel dyke. And she'd be happy to meet you.
There it is.
What's up? And we got the man behind the boards,
What's
Mr.
going
Chad
on?
Murphy.
What's going on, fellas? Good to see you both back here in West Palm Beach, Florida.
And good to be here opposite you. It makes me feel very nostalgic because this is where it all started.
Just like old times.
Now we're 10 million viewers. When we started, what did we have, 2 or 3?
You're big time. This is like a little outhouse for you guys.
Absolutely, because we're 10 million. We're over the world with Roku. Mexico just picked us up, and we're in Europe. Yeah, we're all over the world. We're on Roku. You can see us in every country in the world now. So
actually W4CY, all their stations are on Roku too. So we're on Roku twice.
Right, twice. So, things are really starting to happen. I thank everybody out there for being so wonderful and for listening to us or seeing us and being a part of our show. Because we are not an interview show, we're a conversation show. And we like to bring our audiences into the conversations with us. So we're going to have a good show today.
They want to know what's the name of Chad's sister, Chadina?
No, her name is Gisela. Short for Diesel.
Gisela Dyka.
Double D's.
Gisela Dyka.
Gisela Dyka Murphy.
No, and for you horny broads out there, he does not have a 450-pound lesbian sister. I was teasing.
So what's up, chat room? We want to welcome everybody in the chat room. We've got Jimmy McCrary from overthemoonnews.blogspot.com.
Yay! Jimmy
We've
McCrary.
got Irish Ginger from the Irish Ginger Show, Fridays at 4 p.m. Rebel's in there. Rebel said she wishes she was here. What's up, Rebel?
Rebel, where are you?
Guest Cheryl. Daddy Muir. What's up, Daddy Muir?
Hey, yay!
We've got Dave from Stars Now UK in England. So what's up, everybody?
Dave gets a special. I love you, Dave. Special from Dave.
And everything is going really good. We're going to have a fun show for you guys today. We have Beau Davidson coming on. He's a singer and an actor. And after that, we have Emmy winner Jaremy Aiello, and he won his Emmy for special effects makeup for The Walking Dead. And he's also done makeup on some of the biggest movies in the world, and it should be a lot of fun talking with him. So we're going to have a fun show today.
Makeup. I worked very briefly for Universal Studios back in the 70s. I worked with Nick Marcellano in the makeup department of Universal, and it's amazing what they can do to some of these actresses that came in the morning. They look like, ugly, old, drunken things. And then when they left, they were stunningly beautiful. So makeup, girls, does do a lot of good. Not too much, because then you look like a streetwalker. But, the right amount of makeup applied properly, and you, too, can be a movie star.
There you go. And I want to thank Jimmy McCrary, who pointed out to me from overthemoonnews.blogspot.com that my favorite actress from the 80s and the 90s is Molly Ringwald, and tomorrow is her birthday, so we want to wish Molly Ringwald a happy birthday, and we want to get her on the Jimmy Star Show.
Wouldn't that be nice? Because she was working a gay bar in Palm Springs, so I figured, yeah, she was singing.
She's a jazz singer.
She's a jazz singer. She was working in the Copa in Palm Springs. And I figured if she worked a gay bar in Palm Springs, Jesus, she certainly will come on our show.
So I think so. We're going to have to just get in touch with her and get it all going.
I mean, I think we rank a little higher than a gay bar in Palm Springs really now.
Yes, sir.
Really? You know, what is her name? Molly. Molly, get your ass on our show. You'll be a star again. Keep out of the gay bars. Some dyke might grab you and you'll be a truck driver instead of a singer.
Well, I doubt that now we're going to want her to listen to this.
No, let me tell you something. If Molly worked the gay bars, she loves gay people. I'm sure she's got gay buddies all over the place. Everybody likes gay people because we have a wild sense of humor and we're fun and we look gorgeous for our ages. Look at me, 112. I mean, you know, we all look good.
We all want to give some other shout-outs. Goddess is now in the chat room, so hello, Goddess.
Go, Des.
The beautiful, fabulous Goddess.
Go, Des.
Stefan Daniel Bell is in the chat room. What's up,
Hey.
Stefan? I don't know if Tina's in the chat room, too, but hello, Stefan and Tina.
Stefan, hugs and kisses to my Asian beauty. She's my Madam Butterfly. I love your wife. She's so pretty. And she writes the nicest things on my Facebook page. I'm really slowly but surely falling in best friend with the both of you. And I know when once we move to California, we're going to see a lot of you guys.
He says thank you. So what's everybody? We're going to have a really fun time for you guys today. We decided on Friday to come to Florida for a few days, and we've got to go back on Monday. So we wanted to come to Florida, be in the hot, warm weather. It was 9 degrees when we left.
Yeah, well, you know, it's winter in New York, which can be a drag. Florida, it was cold, it was raining. It was no big deal here. Today is gorgeous. It's sunny, 80, and magnificent. But since we got here, the weather's been like crappy. But I don't come here for sun because I'm Italian, and I just go near a light bulb and I'm dark. So, I mean, I laid out for 15 minutes this morning by the pool, and look at me. I'm already looking like a Sammy Davis Jr. Look, I'll close one eye. There I am, Sammy Davis Jr. See? With one eye. Look, Sammy. Oh, I want to be free. I've got to be me.
That's great.
Anyway. I could have said I look like Johnny Mathis.
18 hours in a car with this cat, huh?
Yeah. No, I slept the whole trip.
Oh, you did? Okay.
He slept, I drove.
Oh, okay, that helps.
The van we have has special seats that they vibrate and they heat.
Right.
And they're like lounge seats. We have television in our van. We have everything in that van.
Styling.
So I slept all the way down. And I just drove a little bit. Then Jimmy drove the rest of the way.
All right.
You know, I said, honey, you okay? He said, yeah. I said, you want me to take over? He said, no. So I rolled over. Good night. Back to sleep.
Was Maine finding some, doing the Mountain Dew on the way down?
No, he doesn't do that
No?
anymore.
I don't
would
kill
kill
him.
him.
Wow.
I don't drink. You know, like Mountain Dew, he told me it made me stink, so.
He smelled, no, Chad, I kid you not.
Mountain Pew.
Chad, I kid you not. When I first started dating him, I asked him, what sort of cologne are you using? I thought it was his cologne that made him smell like cat urine. And he no, I'm not finished. He smelled like cat urine on a stove.
Oh.
Do you ever smell a cat when they pee in the electric rings and you put the stove on?
No, but cat's pee does smell bad. No doubt.
I had a friend of mine. She had like 5 cats. And her one cat loved to pee in the electric range, you know, where the round things are.
Weird.
And sometimes we never knew. We'd put it on and the cat pee would burn.
Right.
There's no smell in the world like the smell of cat urine burning.
By itself and then burning. It's
I
even
smell
worse.
it now. You never forget it. You know, certain sense?
Sure.
So that's what he smelled like. And I thought to myself, he showers 4 times a day, which is true. He showers in
lot.
the
2 times. I only do 2
twice a day. Anyway.
All right, good. So he doesn't stink anymore. That's good.
I said to him, you're toxic. There's something in you because you smell like a polluted field. You know, someplace where they have the skull and bones.
GMO juice.
You know where they have the skull and bones and do not enter because it's toxic?
Right.
That's what he smelled like.
All right, poison. Stay away.
So he stopped the Mountain Dew, and like a flower he became.
Like a month later. I took a month to get rid of the smell.
Probably.
But I was drinking like 4 liters a day.
Damn.
Now he smells like.
You are what you drink.
Now he smells like orchids in bloom.
What are you drinking to smell like that now, Jim?
I still drink Coke, and I drink a lot of lemonade. That's what I drink. I drink lemonade.
The lemonade is what
smells like
gives
lemons.
No, the
All right.
the orchid smell is like lemons.
All right, good deal.
So
gotta love
you know,
it.
be careful out there. Did you know? Now this is going to be a little racy, so you have to be careful because I've been warned not to curse. By the way, so
you.
all of my fans who love my cursing, I can't. I'm sorry, but just imagine it. Make believe I'm cursing when I do blank blank.
When he says frick it or something like that, you can.
It'll come out
When,
eventually.
if you are making love to your woman,
Or man.
well, no, I'm doing the woman first, and you sort of like do something with your mouth. Okay, let's put it that way. If the woman eats incorrectly, she will not taste good. But if a woman eats well, she tastes fabulous. Same thing with a guy. If a guy uses a lot of certain foods, his sperm,
Asparagus?
yeah, oh, that's the worst. But his sperm will smell like ammonia.
Oh.
It could kill you.
I just
All
wrote
So-
delish.
What did Goddess say?
She wrote delish. Probably not about that, but
Goddess,
that in yours says celery.
I love you, Goddess. I love you so
She
much.
says she lives near Jupiter, and like we could like go and.
Where are
I
you?
told her we
She's
go
on
do
the way back.
breakfast on the way back.
Where
maybe.
are you? I have to meet my Goddess.
There you
Where
go.
are
So
you, my
she's
love?
she's gonna email me, and maybe we can like meet her on the way back, or meet her when we're going.
I
to
want
Sarasota.
a million pictures with you so I could put them on Facebook and all over the joint. Goddess, you know how nice it is to have a number one fan, and you're our number one fan, and now you're our number one friend. It's wonderful. Thank you, honey, for supporting us all these months.
And thanks to
being
everybody
sweet.
else. Oh wait, now Cindy Lady Lake is in the chat room. What's up, Cindy? It's a whole bunch of people just came in. I'm sorry if I missed all you guys, but we want to thank everybody for joining us in the chat room. It's a lot of fun. And Irish Ginger said her dog smells like an orange. And
Well, our dog smells like a horse. No, he does. Shazam smells like a horse. Meanwhile, we might be in Jupiter because I want to go up and see Burt Reynolds. Remember Burt Reynolds? Anybody out there, the actor?
Is he still alive?
Yes, Burt's alive.
All right.
He's living in Jupiter. I know Burt for like 40 years. And I'm supposed to, anyway, there's a connection I have to do to get up there, but I don't know if we're going to have time. But I think sometime over the weekend we may go up there. I don't know that Burt will let me photograph him because he's very vain and he's gotten very old and sickly. But I certainly will do an audio interview, conversation.
absolutely.
And Bert's fun, and he trusts me, so he'll say whatever he wants because he knows I would never backstab him and twist his words around. But Burt Reynolds, for those of you who don't know who he is, was
Smokey and the Bandit.
the hottest guy in the 1970s and 80s. Women were killing themselves
He was in
for him.
Playgirl.
I mean, he was like the sexiest thing in the world.
He was in that football of prison movie, Longest Yard.
Longest
Many,
Yard.
many movies.
The original.
He went out with
Yeah, the original. The second one
He went
sucked.
out with Sally Fields. He went out with Dinah Shore. He went out with so many celebrity girls.
And he probably screwed like so many people. It's not.
You
even
can't
funny.
do that. We're not supposed to do anything suggestive.
No, screw's okay. Like,
No,
that's
it's
not.
not.
A bad word.
Screw means
Drill?
screw. You can't do screw.
Yes,
Screw.
you can.
People know what screwing means.
I know, but it's not a bad word.
Well, it's not
An
the
F word
it's
is a
not
bad
the blank
word.
blank word.
An F word is a bad word. A C word is a bad word. An S is a bad word. But screwed
There's a
is-
difference between vulgar and not vulgar.
Well, you know what I crack up from? A man will say, "Do not use that language in front of my wife." The minute he goes to bed, he's the filthiest mouthed guy in the world, telling her what to do in every descriptive thing. And she's yelling out, "Oh, quickly, do my put up The filth that comes out in bed is not to be believed, but yet in public it's, oh my God,
Okay,
dreadful.
so let's keep the filth in the bedroom and the filth out of public.
You know what? Those words mean nothing. F-U-C-K is about religion, about fornication without a priest or something, or fornication with a young boy if you're a priest. It means something like that.
Nice way to put it, Ron.
No, F-U-C-K does not. It means
It means fornication.
fornication under consent of the king.
No, it means
does too.
fornication with a young boy if you can get away with it. If you're a priest.
For unlawful carnal knowledge.
Oh, that's a good one too. That's Van
what
Halen.
Van Halen.
But, so what's the big deal about it? And a bitch is a dog, a female dog.
Okay, but you can only say them in those like ways.
Well, a bastard is a person without a father. I mean, these words, society made them so dirty and so
So if you
bad.
want to say a bad word, you can say what is it for? What's on carnal knowledge thing?
For unlawful carnal
For
knowledge.
unlawful carnal knowledge, or you can say for what was the one I said? Something about the consent of the king.
From now on, when I want to use the F word, I'm
You say
going.
fuchsake.
No, I'm going to say fuke. He wanted to fuke her.
Fukushima.
You can say Fuchsake. That's what Gotta says. Fuchsake.
F-C-U-K is Fuke.
Okay.
No, it's
Fuku.
not. F-U-C-H is Fuke.
Well, I spell it my way. You spell it your way.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever it means Fuke. So Fuke, everybody that's telling me I can't curse on this. I thought we were unfiltered, uncensored, and all. So I could curse.
Are we expecting a call?
Yes.
All right. You got a caller online.
Hello, and welcome to the Jimmy Star Show.
Hi there, this is Beau Davidson.
Hey, Beau Davidson, you're live. Speak up a little.
Okay, sorry, I'll do my best.
There you go. Chad, can you turn my headphones up? All right. Hey, so we want to welcome you to the Jimmy Star Show. Before we get started, let me introduce you to my cool, outrageous co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
First question: are you good looking?
Am I?
Yeah,
Hey, that's all a matter of opinion.
Well, I mean, like, what's the
subjective
opinion?
choice,
Like,
so.
are you one of these handsome young hunky things? If so,
Actually, Cosmopolitan Magazine named him one of the 51 hottest bachelors in the United States.
okay. Last week,
There you go. There's your answer.
on last week's show, I announced I'm sick and tired of Jimmy putting on this show young, gorgeous men. I want him to put on some old broken down bags like me so I don't feel so bad. So now I'm not going to talk to you. How do you like them apples, big shot, handsome guy, Mr. Number One in the world that everybody loves so much? One day you're going to get old and look like shit too. Oh, I cursed. I'm not allowed. iHeart's going to get me. I said sit.
$1.
S-I-T.
There we go. That's $1. All right, so, Beau, let me introduce you to the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, Beau, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Chad, for having me. It's really nice to be on with you guys today. I'm very flattered and honored, and I look forward to it.
Awesome. So we've got a chat room full of people. Say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everybody out there, looking forward to any questions you may have and telling you a little bit about what I've got going on, and hopefully you'll tune in and listen and watch all these exciting kind of things that are happening in the next couple of months. It's kind of like a powder keg about to explode, and so, you know, I mean, I've been doing stuff for years, but it's kind of nice when you have this match, that's about to just ignite.
Well,
so I'm pretty excited right now.
There's an expression for that, and I can't say the word, but when it hits the fan, okay? And so that's happening.
When the poop.
But wait, but don't worry about anybody not asking you questions. When we get through with you, we'll know the size of your penis. We'll know exactly to whom you put it in, and we'll know exactly where you hang out, what you do, if you do drugs, drink, if you like black women. We find everything out. We're like detectives.
Wow.
This is not an interview.
This
is a conversation show.
Can't wait.
So
You've been warned.
So I'm going to
fasten your safety
I'm going to
belt.
tell people a little bit about you real quick, Beau. First of all, so
right.
So everybody, Beau is not only a phenomenal songwriter, singer-songwriter. He's also an actor who's sung his songs on a million TV shows that you guys are fans of. He's performed on the Today Show, Fox and Friends, Entertainment Tonight, The Daily Buzz. He performed as an actor recently because this movie was just on, and we had Doug Jones on our show, and he was in a movie called The Ultimate Legacy with Raquel Welch, Doug Jones, Brian Dennehy, and Lee Merriweather, and that just aired on the Hallmark Channel really recently, right, Beau?
Yeah, we've had 4 showings so far. It started on January 31st, the premiere, and there's been a couple of, like February 3rd, February 11th, Valentine's Day recently. There was a showing then, and there's probably going to be a number of upcoming encores to that, too. We just don't know yet.
Did you get to meet Raquel Welch?
Actually, I didn't. Raquel's, part in the movie is somewhat limited, but she was there on a day that I wasn't there. I had a lot of, the days that I filmed were probably 5 or 6 days interspersed, and they weren't all together. So I had no interaction with Raquel. Pretty much everybody else I did, but I'll admit that that's the one thing I wish I had met her.
Well, you're not missing anything because I've been in Raquel's company over the last 50 years many times. And if you give Raquel Welch a mirror, she's very sociable. She will talk to the mirror. She will say, I'm fabulous. My cheekbones are wonderful. I love my new wig. My lips are gorgeous. Oh, look at my teeth. My, am I not beautiful? And then if you interrupt her, she said, excuse me, I'm having a conversation. No, seriously.
Well, I can't
no,
speak
kidding.
to Raquel,
No.
but I can speak to Lee Merriweather, who I thought was just a complete doll.
I've met her, too.
That's a class act right there.
Hang on, go back and correct yourself.
No, wait.
I don't want people to think you're being serious.
No, let me tell you something about Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch is one of the nicest people. She's got a soft heart. She's got a beautiful smile. She's very, very shy, and she's very lovely. I was just teasing about the mirror. And Raquel, when I see you out in L.A., if you want to smack me, it's okay, but I'll take my clothes off. Smack me a lot. I like it.
So actually, I've met Brian Dennehy and Doug Jones both. I met Brian Dennehy like on Broadway for like Broadway Cares type thing many years ago before we had a show. He was super nice. And
Is that him?
This is the guy we have on the phone.
Oh, you are good looking, you son of a bitch. Get off this show. Look at you. Oh, I could just see what you look like.
First of all, he lives in Nashville, right? You're in Nashville, right, Beau?
Right, yeah, right this second, and this is what I call home right now.
And in Nashville, he was voted Nashville's 25 most beautiful people.
Yeah, but another 10 years from now, he's going to look like Willie Smith.
Who's Willie Smith?
I don't know. The guitar player, the old man.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
In 10 years, you're going to look like. I cannot wait. 10 years from now, you're coming back on the show.
You know who I actually want to look like is you guys probably remember John Davidson. When I was younger, I was a volunteer at the Orpheum Theater in Memphis, Tennessee, because I really liked going to see the shows and Phantom and this and that. Well, John Davidson came through with State Fair, and I met him, and I was like, man, I share the same last name with you. I wonder if we're related. And he said, I don't know. That's kind of wild. And I said, well, I looked up to him. I thought he was great. And I thought, man, if we share the same last name, that's great.
I did a TV show with John. I think it was the one with what's his name, Fantasy Island. And he's a nice guy, and he was we were both young and handsome at the time, and my part, of course, was just a guy hanging over a bar in a Hawaiian sort of a setting, drunk, and he came in and flashing those teeth and stuff, and I couldn't wait for the shot to be over, and I turned around and I said, okay, now that I know what I have to do, you can come here on the stool and hang out drunk.
You're gonna like. I'm gonna tell you something. You'll probably think it was like a weird thing, but so I was like looking at all your stuff. You've got a very incredibly impressive resume, especially mixing, the music and the acting and everything. And I was like, okay, this guy, like, how did this guy accomplish like all this stuff? I said, I bet he's related to John Davidson. And so I was Googling it. Is Beau Davidson John Davidson? Because I was like, maybe he had an in. He had somebody to help him. And I couldn't find anything that you were related to him. And I was just like, oh my God, you did all this on your own, dude. And it is super impressive.
Well, John Davidson had the greatest dimples you ever saw in your life. When he smiled, those dimples and teeth were it. That was his looks. The rest of him was okay. Great hair.
That's the strange thing is I've got dimples too, and so and growing up, like my dad, we don't look a lot alike. But I'm on the birth certificate, of course, and I don't look I look probably more like my mom than my dad. And I thought, no, wait a minute here. What if
I think
I'm not the milkman baby, but what if I'm the John Davidson?
Yeah. There's a picture of you in a Guinea T-shirt with blonde hair, and you look like me.
Okay.
Do you love it? You look just like me. So maybe I'm your father. What's your mother's name? What's your mother's name?
Actually, my mom and dad's name, this is kind of funny, are Peggy and Al, just like the Bundys. So it's a
oh,
pretty
my
easy thing to
God.
remember.
Okay.
That's funny.
I have been to Nashville a few times. Did your mother ever hang out at some of the clubs I used to go to? Son,
No, she's
I've always
the farthest
wanted...
from it. She's a school teacher in Memphis.
I met a school teacher in Memphis.
Stop.
No, I have two daughters. I always wanted a son, so I'm going to tell everybody you're my son from now on.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Good.
So
I'm teasing. Your mom is probably a lovely lady. I'm not meaning anything bad about it.
She is.
It's only a joke.
She's exquisite.
Only she would never fool around on her husband again.
Okay, so I have a question for you because, like, I read in your bio that you were on Oprah in 2009 because you guys both have a mutual love for Skype. Normally, when we're in our studio in Pennsylvania, we Skype with everybody so everybody can see what they look like. Right now, they're putting pictures up of you.
Yeah, but we got to have them on again.
What is the mutual love of Skype thing that got you on Oprah?
Well, okay, so, when she was still doing her show, she was using Skype for a number of different reasons. This is right when Skype was, like, at the height of its popularity, and she loved it. And so her producers had asked, what are interesting ways that people use Skype? And, of course, I'm a songwriter, and I've been singing longer than I've been writing, but one of the ways I used Skype was to write songs. And I've got a buddy that lives out in Los Angeles, and when I moved from L.A. to Nashville, I wrote a song with him. So it's one of those things where, you can use technology for a great purpose. And, a lot of times now that we're scattered all over the world, you can write a song with someone in Zimbabwe if you want to, So that's kind of how we approached it. And so, we kind of demonstrated how we do that. I had my guitar. Ron, my friend, is more of a lyricist, so we were kind of bouncing things back and forth. And it's kind of a neat way to use it. That's how she featured me.
That's super cool. Was she nice?
Oh yeah. She was. I mean, look, I wish I'd gone to the studio in Chicago to actually meet her in person. But what's interesting is, I went to Northwestern University in Chicago, and when I was there, I remember I used to see her limo pull up because Oprah taught a graduate school class at Kellogg School of Management with Stedman, and so I'd always see her limo come up. But I never actually got to see her, and she was obviously it was a very popular class. You could only take it if you were a grad student. I was undergrad, so I wish I'd seen her for that. But if I ever do get to actually meet her in person, I would certainly bring that up because, she's an icon in Chicago, of course.
They say that she has a house here, like down the street from where my parents have a condo, but it's like in the poor people section, and then
no, it's not in the poor people. It's on the internet in the coastal in Palm Beach. What is it?
I know, but it's not. Well, she's got a house.
I wish I lived like that when I was poor.
Anyway, compared to where Oprah's house is, which is about 3 blocks long, and the house is probably like 40,000 square feet on the ocean.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like it looks like the house from Dynasty, like 3 of them put together.
And then she built an enormous. She built an enormous.
Dad still lives here and has a barber shop here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, well, she built a guest house next door for her friend. What's her name? That girl.
Gail.
Gail lives next door to Oprah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So then we got. I'm going through all your accolades. So then we talk about what you got going now and play some of your music for everybody. But you've got. I also read that you got to write a lullaby for Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban for their daughter.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting kind of circumstance that happened. There's a friend of mine named Nelson Aspen, and he's like the Hollywood correspondent for New Zealand and Australia. They have a show called Sunrise there, which is equivalent to like our Today Show or Good Morning America. And he had called me. I just moved to Nashville like maybe 7 years ago, and he called me and he said, "Hey, Beau, do you have any sort of inside scoop on Keith and Nicole's daughter that was just born? It was their firstborn daughter named Sunday Rose." And I said, "No, actually I don't, but I go to a gym where Nicole goes, and I've seen her there every now and then. But I think he wanted to find out if I had any sort of on-the-ground info about them, and I knew that the kid was being born at Baptist Hospital here, but that's about it." I said, I don't know what to tell you outside of that. And he said, "Well, we're going to do a feature on it, and we want to know if you might want to write a little kind of honorary lullaby for Sunday Rose." I said, "I can do it," but I said, I just hope that they won't mind because, Keith Urban is a terrific writer in his own right.
Absolutely.
So obviously he's going to write a song about his daughter. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder. He said, no, it'll be great. Just do it. And, that video that we did for that got, a ton of hits. So, and I was just worried that, Keith fans would be coming on because, see, my hair, the way I look, sometimes people say, "Oh, are you trying to look like Keith Urban or sound like him?" I say, no, not at all. I respect the hell out of the guy. But, immensely. But, no, I wrote this little kind of honorary lullaby about Sunday Rose, and it seemed to be well received. So, it was kind of a neat deal.
Absolutely.
Now, listen, you know who you look like in the picture they have up right now? Ricky Nelson. Have people told you look like Ricky Nelson?
I get a number of different people. Like I said, Keith most often just because of Nashville. But I think I may have heard that before. But I get probably 4 or 5 different people. I mean, you want to look like your own self, of course.
Yeah, but we don't. We don't. We all have lookalikes.
Younger John Davidson.
And you know who? No, we all have lookalikes. So, like, everybody thinks I look like Tony Curtis, especially when I was young. And I do look like Tony, and I knew Tony well. Tony was a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he always said he was better looking. It was okay. But he was better looking. But when I was with Tony, people thought I was his son. I was asked that many times, "Are you Tony Curtis's son?" I said, "No." And Tony and I have the same New York accent, and we have the same husky voice. So when you saw us in person together, we really looked related, and we were not related at all, but not by anything.
Yeah.
So we do have people that look like us. When nature made us, there were just so many faces they could make.
I love it. So so do you do a lot of the sing. First of all, we should tell everybody too. We'll be talking about it more in a minute. But you have a new album called American Gentleman. Is it out now for everybody to get?
Not quite yet. If you can hang on for about 2 more weeks, we're planning on releasing this in about the first week of March because we've got some really interesting things kind of trying to pair up with something called World Wildlife Day on March 3rd. So one of the songs from it is called "The Lion Sleeps Tonight." All of your listeners are going to know what that song is. From 1961, when, of course, the famous Token recorded that song, and Jay Siegel, his world-famous falsetto voice. And so
Absolutely.
my manager, Paul Kozowski, who lives, actually, he's in Fort Lauderdale right now. He manages those guys, and I kind of, as a half joke, basically said, "Hey, what do you think about recutting lines tonight?" Not really knowing and thinking too far into it, and thinking he would say, what a funny thought, what a funny idea. Well, he called Jay Siegel the next day and got him on the phone with me and said, "Hey, I'd be interested in exploring this." So they came to Nashville. Everybody came to Nashville, and I entrusted a guy named Jimmy Nichols. Jimmy is a producer here. He's played keyboard for Carrie Underwood, Reba McEntire. He was Faith Hill's music director. And we entrusted Jimmy just kind of woodshedding over the course of maybe a month or so. Said, what can we do with this song that's different enough from the original, but where it will be really kind of cool and hip and, basically reintroduce the song to a lot of people. So
we're going to actually play it. We're going to actually play that.
Sorry?
We have it. We actually have the video you guys sent, so we're going to play it. I think everybody will everybody will remember it. Well, everybody older will remember it, and anybody younger might be hearing it for the first time.
But before we get to the song, let's hear about the explosion. I want to hear everything that you have to say that you teased us with before.
No, wait. I got it on the list.
I want to hear him talk about all the wonderful things that are happening.
I know, but the songs go with it because we have two songs. So.
In our career, listen, and David knows what.
Beau.
What's it? Beau.
Beau Davidson.
Come on.
Now he's got me calling him John Davidson. I don't believe this. In our business, we could be stalled for 5-10 years, and then suddenly the car goes in drive and we can't control it. Has that happened with you?
Right.
No, he's been going all the whole time.
No. But he said there's explosive stuff that I'm interested in hearing about. I want to know
got
what
a concert here.
Don't you talk, you're not him. Let him tell us. What do you know?
But I want to play the songs and tie it
What
together.
are you? What is he? Your marionette?
No, I got it all.
Does he sit on your? Does he sit on your lap and you put your hand
touch a little bit on that?
Okay, let's do
But
it.
the song line is what we're coming out with. So here's the deal: we got this video, and just to kind of set this up, because if you're going to play the video, people are able to see it and hear it at the same time. I don't know if they'll be able to or just hear it. But bottom line is, I teamed up with people from National Geographic who are based in South Africa, who've been documenting lions for decades. They're the preeminent sort of videographers, and they've got a group out there called the Big Cats Initiative. So what I wanted to do is we documented our recording process here in Nashville, how we put this song together, which is interesting enough in and of itself. But then when you couple that with images of live lions in the wild and their beauty and their majesty, and kind of, basically piggybacking a little bit on the fact that Cecil the Lion, who I'm sure you guys remember last year, was killed by that bonehead dentist from Minnesota. Well, now lions are endangered. And so we thought, hey, maybe this fun song can cause awareness to a cause bigger than ourselves. So we put this video together, which we're hoping to release on March 3rd for World Wildlife Day, which is a UN-designated holiday, and that's going to kind of kick off the album release. So that's kind of what's going on as the powder keg for Lion Sleeps Tonight. We think it's going to be a really kind of worldwide, global phenomenon. And, Jay Siegel, the Token, said, look, when we cut this song in 1961, people said it was wild. People said it was off the charts. It was crazy. It was too wild for radio, and look what it became, a number one hit in, well over 30 countries. Now, we hope to do that again in 2016. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
Are you accepting funding, like donations for the cause? The lion cause.
Absolutely.
And to where do we send it?
At the end, because what we'll do is we'll have the song available for download on iTunes. People can go buy it. We hope everybody in the world buys it. And then there's also a little logo at the end for National Geographic and the Big Cats Initiative. Okay. Where you can go and donate if you want. So you have
I have to, because we can't see each other. This is what I hate about not having live.
No, you have to listen.
No, if he's in the studio, I know when to speak because I could see his mouth. I can't do this. I don't do radio. I'm television. I had a TV show for 5 years in L.A.
Okay, let's go.
I don't do radio.
You can talk on a phone, right?
Sucks.
You can talk on a phone, right?
Yeah, but I always do the talking.
Telephone time. Oh, there it is.
Listen. Listen. Give me if anybody wants to send
They're not ready for it yet. Is what he's just told you, but you're not.
Oh, well, then I'm going to do a plug. Send Tippy Hedren. Tippy Hedren has... No, I want to do my plug.
No,
we're talking about lions. Stop it, Jimmy. Tippy Hedren has lion country, Shambhala, in California. Shambhala is in need of money because it costs thousands of dollars to feed the 900 cats that she has in her safari land. So send money to Shambhala.com, and you'll be doing Tippy Hedren, the star of the birds, my dear friend, a lot of good. And send also to this movie, I believe we need to protect our endangered species, and we've got to stop killing these animals for the stupidity or whatever reason they do it. Now take the floor. I don't give a crap what you do. Right?
So, Beau,
am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible what they do to these animals.
That you mentioned Tippi Hedren because when I was in Los Angeles a couple of weeks ago, I was doing a show called Home and Family on the Hallmark Network promoting The Ultimate Legacy. And one of the producers there who was working with me said, are you familiar with Tippi Hedren? And I said, vaguely. He said, well, you really should get in touch with her because this project you've got for Lion Sleeps Tonight, I'm sure she would just love.
She would go out of her mind. She would go out of her mind. I love her. Tippi is the nicest human being on the planet Earth. She's got a heart bigger than anybody I know, and I love her to death. She's one of my bestest.
And she would love it.
You contact Tippi. She will work her petunias off. She will do everything she can. And she's got contacts, my friend, all over the world. Contacts you don't know of.
Well, you know what? If you don't mind doing me a favor, then I have no problem if you want to send the link of this video.
All you have to, sure.
Ramp this thing up.
All you do is send it to Tippi Hedren at Shambhala.com, and automatically all of it goes. And Lionheart, isn't that funny? Her assistant's name is Lionheart. There's Tippi, my love. I love her. She's so gorgeous still in person. I interviewed her. I love her. She's an angel.
Great idea.
Anyway, send it attention Lionheart. And it'll go directly to Tippi. That's how I get through when I do. Oh, why am I giving everybody that information? Oh, my God.
It's on her website.
Not Lionheart. Lionheart's the code.
Oh! What's that code again?
Well, now I've got to call Tippi and tell her to change the code.
Anyway, all right. So hold on. Here's what we want to do, Beau.
Well, I want to say one more thing to Beau. No, I'm getting emotional. Beau, if I didn't love you before, I love you now for what you're doing with this music. I think it's going to be sensational. Everyone go out and support it. Buy this album. Support Beau. Support Tippi. Support the lions. Support these poor animals that are being killed.
This guy, though, is like multi-talented because he's also doing a bunch of stuff for veterans, which we're going to come back and talk about after we play this song. We need to let everybody hear it. So, Beau, you can hang out, right? We're going to play the video for everybody in the song.
Yeah,
it's like 4 minutes long, I think.
While you play the song.
How about you introduce it for us?
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please open your ears, open your minds, open your heart to hear my new version of The Lion Sleeps Tonight with the original singers from 1961, Jay Siegel's Tokens.
And this idea came up, and I was up in upstate New York with Paul, and I said, half jokingly, why don't we do The Lion Sleeps Tonight? We'll remake it. You manage the Tokens, Next thing I know, he's got Jay Siegel on the phone.
When the record first came out in 1961, it was one of the most unusual pieces of music ever to be released. It was #1 record in 36 countries. When The Lion King came out, it was a worldwide hit for the second time in a row. At this point, it sold over 13 million records. We figured, why not have the Tokens sing on this record? I really shook my head. I said, wow, this is unusual. This is as different as it was when it came out in 61, so why couldn't it happen again, with a great performance from Beau?
Everybody loves the song, whether you're age 3 or 93. And that's kind of what we want to do with it now. Let's respect what Jay and the guys did, but let's refresh it. And the fact that these guys have come down and made the trip from New York to be a part of this record is truly something special. 1961, Lion King, maybe a third time's even bigger. Who knows?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's try it.
Let's make it bigger for the third time.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
I was able to track my vocals live with the band in real time. Then these guys come in, and then I actually was able to do harmony with Jay today.
That was fun.
Some of these really interesting collaborations that are happening, and I think there need to be more of those.
if I could dedicate that song to all those wild animals that are in danger, maybe this song will make people think about that a little bit more.
Boy, amen to that.
go.
As animal lovers, that's from the heart.
We're back. We're back,
Oh, yeah.
everybody. We're
What's
back.
up, everybody? That was The Lion Sleeps Tonight by our guest, Beau Davidson, and the original trio. What's their name again? Jay Siegel, but what's the name of the group? Is
We
Beau
lost
there?
it.
Sorry.
Hey, Beau.
Bo.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear any of that? So that was The Lion Sleep Tonight by you with Jay Siegel. What's the name of the group again? Because I didn't know their name back in that day. I wasn't even born.
I
The
remember.
Tokens from 1961.
The Tokens.
Which the group was actually started by Jay Siegel and a guy named Neil Sedaka, who I know you'll know as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
He's done
I
pretty
know.
well for
Neil,
himself.
I know Neil Sedaka. I know Neil, but I remember when that. I'm almost 100 years old. I remember when that song came out. It was a big hit.
Yeah, every country.
Well,
Right.
not with the hippies and the weirdos, but with the normal people. The straights. It was that, and then the movie Lion. What was the movie about the cat, the lion?
Lion King.
Not Lion King. The
King.
movie with the little girl and the lion. Born Free.
Oh my gosh, I
And
remember that.
Born Free came out, and that music tied in with it. It became the rage, and they were using it all over the
You might
place.
not be old enough to know what. Do you know what Born Free is, Beau?
I do not.
Oh,
Born
baby, you got to watch that
free, as
movie.
free as the wind
Listen,
blows.
you've got to watch that movie. It ties in with what you're doing. It's so vitally important to your cause. Absolutely, it's about this little girl in Africa that was raised with a lion, and they want to kill the lion.
Okay.
It's a fabulous movie. I mean, it's
Good family movie.
I think maybe it got an Academy Award for the song "Born Free," sung by what's his name? Oh, I loved him too. What's his name?
Who sang Born Free, Chad? You know?
Yes, I do. I know him. Andy Williams. Andy Williams. It was written by Henry Mancini and sung by Andy Williams. And born free,
There you
as
go, there's
free
the
as
picture.
the wind blows, as free as my big
Grass
nose.
grows. No,
Whatever.
not your big nose. All right, so anyway, it's fantastic, everybody. Born Free is going to, not Born Free, now you got me. The Lion
No.
Sleeps Tonight is going to be
Lion Sleeps Tonight.
on Beau's album that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks called American Gentleman, and so is this other song that we're going to play in a minute, and it is called Blessed. On March 10th in West Palm Beach at the VA hospital, Beau is coming down to perform a mini concert for vets. The song is called Blessed. Tell us a little bit about the song, Beau.
Well, I wrote this song a couple years ago, kind of in response to my generation's sort of apathy over patriotism. A lot of the younger people today, anyone that's under 30, 35, is kind of spoiled because we're a little bit out of touch, I think, quite frankly. And I saw this apathy in my generation, and people kind of looked at patriotism as a joke or like something to kind of make fun of. And I said, no. I mean, all of us have grandparents and parents who many of whom have served, and everybody knows somebody who served. I mean, in fact, I'd say a lot of people know people who've been even wounded, Purple Heart recipients, or even killed in action. So it's not hard to find someone who has served. And I wrote this song as sort of my generation's notion or perception of what patriotism is, and so I have to ask questions. I'm like, courage, honor, duty, glory. Are these concepts that we just heard about, or do they still exist?
They
Because
still
those are
exist.
concepts that my grandparents' generation hold very, very dear to their hearts. And, I mean, you think of courage today. What is courage today? Is it those people that, were trying to help people get out of the Twin Towers on 9/11? Absolutely it was. Is it the New York Fire Department and the New York Police Department, and especially considering the sort of anti-cop sentiment right now. I mean, look, police are there to protect us, and it's kind of it's a counterintuitive concept to me that people would be so anti-cop, but look, we have to pay attention and revere those people who protect us and put their life on the line. So Blessed is about the military, but it's also about anybody who's been a first responder or anyone who has put their life on the line for this great country of ours. And that's why I wrote the song.
Beau, remember one thing, and take it from me. I know what I'm talking about. The only people that hate cops are criminal. If you're not a criminal and you have nothing to hide and you're not afraid, a cop is your best friend. I have two. One is a detective. One is retired. He was a big sergeant, the police force. He told us stories at one time at night that we all had to get drunk because we couldn't believe the abuse the police get from some of these people. And then when the police went to court, the police were wrong and the criminal sued the cop and the police department and got a fortune of money, went out and bought more drugs to do the very same thing he did from the beginning. So our police are tough, but they have to be tough because of the scum that they deal with out there. What do you think? Criminals come over and say, "How do you do? I'm about to rob you." I mean, come on. You live in New York. I'm a New Yorker from Brooklyn, so I know crime. I've been there. I've seen it. I'm Italian. I've known mafia. I've been around the bush a few thousand times, and I know what the cops do. And the cops do a damn good job in New York City, keeping that city tame.
Absolutely.
So you're going to be coming...
Wait, I want to say one more thing. I was in the Navy. I'm a veteran also, but I was not at wartime. So I think had I been at wartime, I would have had to leave the Navy because I couldn't kill a fly. There's no way I could kill another human being in a war. Yet Donald Trump, who I'm not voting for, when he says support the wounded, support those people coming back from war, and that he will see to it that he will take care of them, I firmly believe Donald Trump will do so. Because Donald Trump has a record in New York of taking care of those that really need to be cared for. He doesn't talk about it. He's very modest. But I think that if Donald Trump becomes president, he definitely will take care of our war people. Which they should be, because
he takes it seriously. I agree with you. He takes it very seriously.
I watch TV in New York. They have the audacity to ask me to send money to help the veterans. What the frig, are you out of your mind? Tell Obama to wake up. Send money. What are you talking about? We should pay for the veterans. We pay taxes. That's what we do it for. Stop going on vacations. Send it to a veteran.
I love it.
Enough already with this. Am I right? The veterans, and now with ISIS, Trump said they're going to regret my name, and I applauded him. I said, "Good. The ISIS is scared shit." Oops. Actually, scared sit.
We're going to talk about something. I'll go back because
no, I have to get off this, and I'm finished for the day. ISIS is afraid of Trump, folks. Let me tell you, Trump is crazy. Trump may not talk sweet and elegant because he's like me from Brooklyn and New York, but Trump is like me. He don't blow smoke up anybody's ass. He tells you like it is. That part I like about him. Crazy? He's totally crazy. But what is ISIS? ISIS is crazy too. So we need to fight fire with fire. We need a tough guy out there who's going to go out there and say, "Listen, you punks, I'm not taking your crap. Don't you dare come to New York City and blow it up because I'll blow your asses off the map." And he's right. Take the oil away, and what are they going to do? Sell the tomatoes they grow in the desert? Amen. No more. There you go, Beau.
Really, you're getting too political for me.
I can't help it. I get wound up. I mean, I have so much.
First of all, Beau, if you would listen,
I'm going to let him talk more. We have over 10 million viewers, okay? If I can get the word out to 10 million, right now you have 10 million people watching you and listening.
Over the week it'll be.
Over the week. Anyway, this word has to go out to people. And everything I think you could be my best friend. If I ever met you, I think I'd give you the biggest hug in the world. And it's not a gay hug. It would be a pal hug. Because what you're doing is so vital. You're in a position to use your fame and your gorgeous looks for a good reason other than a narcissistic reason of just, "Look at me, aren't I hot? Don't you wish you had me?" Which so many of those jerks do. You're using your power, your fame,
your talent.
I love you. I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you. And I don't mean that in a gay way.
I think that artists have a unique ability and, and a unique position, as you stated. And you look at people out there, and I won't mention them by name, but, you look at the Grammy Awards, you look at some of these things that are going on with the Oscars and whatnot, and I think that a lot of celebrities are using their talent for the wrong reasons. I mean, let's be honest here. They're in the 1%, okay? They're making millions and millions of dollars. They're influencers. They have the ability to really, challenge young people to become something bigger than what they are. And that's, look, I'm not a famous guy. I've got some cool things going on, and that's great. But the bottom line is, whatever I become over the next decade or whatever I don't become, I want to use my voice for good reason. And, I think I've been given a God-given talent. I want to use that. I want to share that. But you know what? That's the reason why I did The American Gentleman, because we need more gentlemen. We need more ladies. We need more,
Where the hell did you come from? How old are you? How old are you?
34.
So where the hell did you come from? The rest of the 34-year-olds in the world are demented. They're all stupid. They wear their dungarees off their ass, and they walk around with their thumb up their noses. I mean, where did you come from? You're like somebody from my generation. You're from the normal world of America. The America we want to get back.
I was raised well. I came from nice education and from, look, I came from a very middle-class background. I wasn't rich. I wasn't poor, somewhere in the middle. But bottom line is, when it came to college, when it came to pursuing stuff, my parents said, look, we can only help you so much. After that, it's all on you. And I could have gone to law school, med school, any number of things. And I said, look, no, I think I have an opportunity to really do something big here with what I've been given. But, everybody is like, it's the whole thing about going out to Hollywood. It's like, well, what kind of ego do you have to believe that you can go out there and actually become a star?
Tremendous.
Well, look, I mean, all these people from the Grammys and from things of that sort, they're using their talent, but not for good reason. I mean, do you really want to stir up racial tension? Do you really want to stir up hatred and make people sit on the couch and eat popcorn and not know what the hell is going on? I mean, that's why I wrote a song like Blessed. That's why I'm being involved in a project called The American Gentleman, because I'm trying to inspire people and challenge them to, get off their tushes and do something with themselves, for crying out loud.
Absolutely.
Listen,
Amen.
Beau, I got 3 things to tell you. First thing is, I have a daughter. She's on our show. She's an actress. She's Deirdre. She's fabulous. I'm Italian. My children were raised very Italian. Deirdre's a good girl. Are you single? I'm serious. My daughter and you would get along. She's like you. My daughter.
I am.
You're single.
I am, actually. And I've got friends who are from Italy. Well, they're actually half Italian, half German. And they, I'm blonde, blue-eyed, everything. They said that if I went to southern Italy, that the women would all come outside to look at me because they've never seen anything like me before, because they're also dark featured.
Oh, that's not true. We're from the that's
really
if you're
pretty,
the South. We're from the North. My one daughter Leslie's green-eyed, blue-eyed, and Deirdre's a redhead with blue eyes. Listen, we're going to talk later. Whenever you come to Palm Springs, I'm going to make a date with you. You call me up. No, listen, you call me up. I'll cook dinner. I'll have Tippi Hedren over. And you and Tippi can sit in my dining room and talk. We'll all talk about how we could save the lions. And I promise you, if Tippy's available, she'll have her driver drive her 3 hours down. She'll stay over in my house. It's okay. And I promise you, a very interesting evening.
Hang on. I have to tell you something, too. Everybody in the chat room, Beau, is talking about how much they like you, what a great head you have on your shoulders.
Terrific.
How your outlook on everything is like the way it should be. So I just want to let you know, because there's tons of people in the chat room.
And let me tell you something else, Beau. Beau, let me I've learned in my 75 years of living that what you do, you get back. If you do good, good will come your way. If you do bad, believe me, the bad comes back. And if you're doing what you're doing with your heart, and it's going to be felt in Hollywood, and I will open doors for you now that you're in my team, my camp. I know a lot of people. I will open doors, and if I ever hear somebody needs whatever, I will register and contact you, because what you're doing is stupendous. I can't.
Thank you.
I can't give you any more than than if I sent you $5.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's fantastic.
And everybody should send $5 to the Lions. I support Tippi quite a lot.
So hang on, what we got to do, because we're going to run out of time here. We have to. I want to play the song "Blessed." I want everybody to hear it, and you're going to be performing this at the VA hospital in West Palm Beach, March 10th. And
I wish we were here. We would come and see you.
And
we're back in New York.
So how about you introduce the song? Hang on for us, and we'll play the song. When the song's over, we'll give everybody all your social media stuff, and we'll call it a day. But let's do that. So introduce the song for us, Chad. You got it ready? Yeah. All right, go ahead, Beau.
All right, so this is going to be my song "Blessed," which is I'm currently performing in the Hallmark movie "The Ultimate Legacy" with Raquel Welch, Brian Dennehy, Lee Merriweather, and many others. Doug Jones. It's on the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel right now. I've also performed it on The Bold and the Beautiful, and it's in a current PBS documentary about the space shuttle program as well. So I'm really fortunate and, to be a little trite, blessed to have this song continuing to give back to me. So take it away, guys.
What is courage? What is honor? All these words are just ideals long forgotten. What is duty? What is glory? Are they just written down in some old story?
My fondest memory of World War II was the day when victory was declared over the Axis.
A good American cannot live without freedom. It's worth fighting for.
When we hear a word like freedom, do we know what it really means? Or do we take it all for granted, living like kings and queens?
We have the opportunity here in the United States of America to be what we want to be.
I've been several countries all over the world, and there's nowhere in the world like it is here in this country.
Is faith a notion or fear of hell? Or have we lost our very faith in faith itself? Is it our rock or is it madness? Or do we cling to it like rain in times of sadness?
Freedom is not just a concept. I think it's a way to live, and it's something we can give.
It's always been a family tradition in my family, and just to be a representative of the best country the world has ever known is my true blessing.
We've got guys who served in Pennsylvania, New York, Kentucky, Tennessee, and they come together and become one of the greatest fighting forces that's ever existed. And you wouldn't have had those friends, but they will lay down their life for you.
It is easy to remember, but easy to forget the beauty of our country and the simple gifts we get. 'Cause we are blessed to live in freedom, blessed to live in peace, blessed with food and shelter, blessed with life on lease, blessed to gather freely, blessed to have a voice, blessed that someone brave fought so we could have a choice. We are blessed. Oh, we are blessed to live in freedom, blessed with food and shelter, blessed with a life on lease, blessed to gather.
Blessing.
Unique an example.
Happiness.
I'm honored.
Sacrifice, most blessed.
Blessed that someone brave fought so we could have a choice. We are blessed. Oh, we are blessed. We are
Yeah, that's Beau Davidson, everybody. The name of the song is Blessed. It's going to be on his upcoming album, American Gentleman, and you guys can Google it on YouTube and plug it in there, and you can watch the video again. It's fantastic, and please, when the album drops, we want everybody to support Beau and his music and everything he's got going on, and it'll have The Lion Sleeps Tonight on it also. So congratulations, Beau. The song's fabulous.
And to all of our listeners,
Thank you so much.
all of our
Thank you.
listeners, I have to tell you, I spoke with Beau offline, and he's as genuine and as terrific offline as he is online. So it's not like he's sweet and nice and phony like most of them are when they're on our show. He's just as honest and down to earth off air. Please, everybody, support what he's doing. Do a little bit of good. It'll come back to you. Now, I bet you feel so conceited. You figure, oh, boy, they're really doing a number on me today. They're making me feel so good. But it's all a lie, you know. I just do it for the show. Not really, folks.
So we're just going to do one more plug, everybody, and here it is. We've got
Is he our only guest?
No, I have two other guests coming.
Why doesn't he stay on?
We've got two other guests. And I told him he was only going to be on 25 minutes, and we're going on 45.
Good, he's interesting.
I know, but those are the things
He's
that get me.
doing good
those are
shit.
the things that get me in trouble.
$3.
Those are the
$3,
things
I just said.
those are the things that get me in trouble with publicists.
What, that he stays on too long?
That they stay on too long. So here's what we
Yeah,
got going.
but listen,
All right.
his staying on long was for a good reason.
For another cool thing, just to let you guys know what Beau, when he said things are exploding, he does a lot of stuff. Actually, he's done a lot of stuff with the Republican convention, and he's doing on March 11th. It's called the Lincoln Dinner. It's at Mar-a-Lago, which is owned by Donald Trump, and you're going to be performing, right?
Yes, I will be performing. Doing a couple things there. It's actually a Lincoln dinner, so they honor Abraham Lincoln, and of course Trump is the keynote speaker there at Mar-a-Lago. And unfortunately, it's been sold out for months. Is my understanding. So I wish people could come see me that are down in South Florida. But you know what? You could come to the Veterans event, the mini concert there on the 10th, and that's happening, I think, at 10:30 a.m. So in their big atrium, it's like an 18th-floor atrium. So if you did want to stop by here in South Florida, be my guest to come by and see me sing for some veterans and shake some hands with some people.
That's terrific. I wish we were here. We go back to New York Monday. We just came down for a week to get some rays, then we go back to work because we have a red carpet event we're doing in April where Jimmy and I are going to be on the red carpet in Manhattan interviewing all the celebrities and the actors that are in the film, which is called
High Strung.
And Jane
it's
Seymour.
It's the new Michael Damian movie that's hitting theaters April 8th, and we're doing the red carpet
So we're working
interviews.
on that, plus Jimmy's got a movie, plus we have a lot of stuff that we're doing.
Anyway, so here's what we're going to do.
What I'm trying to get to is any kind of help I can give you with your Lions, please call on me. That's what I want to say.
Okay, wonderful.
Perfect.
I would appreciate it.
I'm in your corner. Are you voting for Donald Trump? You sound like a Trumper.
Well, that's to be determined. I've watched this race. I didn't get involved in the primary last time. It was really when everything had been said and done, and I was a surrogate for Mitt Romney last time, and I still think the guy is an extraordinary gentleman in his own right and a great businessman. And, I think that Trump certainly taps into some real raw emotions that people have been afraid to say for a while. But you know what? Sometimes you got to rip the Band-Aids off and say the things that people are too afraid to say. And I realize, like you guys said earlier, that sometimes that it comes across a little bit crass, a little bit rough. But you know what? Sometimes we need to be told those things. I mean, even as an artist, look, I don't want someone to blow my head up with stuff that I don't need to hear just for the sake of it. I want to know the truth.
That's
and,
right.
Donald speaks the truth. So, we'll
so
see
do
what
I.
happens,
And
but
so
I'm
do I.
glad to be performing for him.
I'm very famous for telling it like it is. Everybody knows that. People that know me are shocked by the things I say because I frankly don't give a damn. I'm 75. I could be dead tomorrow. What are they going to do? Come over to my grave and pee on it? So, I say what I want. And you know what? I kind of think I might vote for Trump. I mean, I'm a Democrat. But Trump just turns me on because I'm a New Yorker from Brooklyn and I know how we work.
Right.
We really operate
Right. honestly.
And Trump and he's got all that money and he's a businessman. I think he'd be good for America. I'm tired of these weaklings and these little.
Okay. We got to go, though.
No, I love him. I don't want to let him go.
We've got two other guests. And we've
Well,
got
they can
20
wait. They're not as important as Beau.
All right, so here's what we're going to do, everybody. Beau Davidson, you guys, you want to follow him on Twitter. He's at Beau Davidson. It's BeauDavidson. He's got a website. Tell him your website, Beau.
It's BeauDavidson.com. Everything just got my first and last name in it. So as long as you put those in there, that Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is Bodacious Beau, so it's a little bit different, but you can still search for me by name, and you'll see me in there. I've got a public page. And, be sure to pay attention to that because in the week leading up to March 3rd, we're going to be releasing little bits of this Lion video. So I'm very excited about that, releasing the album and the video at the same time, and then going down to West Palm and doing these events. So a lot of cool things happen, and I appreciate you guys' support. I really do.
Absolutely.
And also be looking for a picture coming from Deirdre Sorego. That's my daughter. And she's the co-host. No, she co-hosts our show. So if you want to see what she looks like, she's beautiful, by the way.
Just go to JimmyStarShow.com.
And she's the sweetest thing in the world, and she's very into everything you're into. She's totally a activist. I mean,
all right, we gotta go. Quit pawning off your daughter. She's beautiful. She is beautiful.
She took after her dad as far as the politics go.
So Beau, we want to thank you. We want to thank Gail Parento from Parento Guidance for setting this interview up. Yes. And we wish you all the luck, and we will definitely be in touch and supporting you in all that you do.
And one more thing, Beau, you owe me. You're coming back on the show, and you're Skyping in.
With the video.
Okay. Because the broads out there are fainting already. They all want to marry you. But you're for my daughter, so they could screw off. Beau, have a wonderful life. Have a healthy, wonderful, happy life. Okay? Talk to you soon, baby.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you soon. Bless you, too.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much. So, everybody, that was awesome. I hope you guys liked it.
What a terrific young man.
Here's what we're going to do. There's a movie coming up, you guys. It's called High Strung. It's the new Michael Damian movie. It's a dance movie, kind of like a cross between like Step Up and Fame and a whole bunch of different ones like that. It's going to be really, really good. It's coming out in theaters April 8th. We're going to be doing the red carpet on April 4th for the screening in New York, interviewing all the stars. Jane Seymour's in the film. It's going to be great. I'm going to play the trailer for you guys.
And I'm so happy to be back on the red carpet. I haven't been on the red carpet in about 7 years. I used to be on it in Palm Springs for the Palm Springs International Film Festival.
No more painkillers for you because you don't shut up.
You know what? If I shut up, this show folds next week.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Tell them, Chad, how the show folds next. You're going to listen to this mouth.
Let's do it. So this is the trailer for it, everybody. High Strung Movie.
Let's play it.
I got a million things going.
I can't remember when I started dancing. It's always just been who I am.
The music is always there, burning inside me. If it stays trapped within, I will be consumed.
Good luck. Thank you.
Oh, watch where you're going next time.
What's your name?
Ruby.
I'm Johnny.
You live upstairs? These are my roommates. We're the Switch That crew. You might have heard of us.
I know you're trying to get a handle on my style, but without contemporary, you can't be competitive in the professional world, and that just won't fly with the store.
Don't you have a sexy little dress? You want to stand out.
You look stunning.
Oh, it's you. I didn't think you were the tux type.
I'm just a server.
Crazy idea. You could enter into this contest. Winner gets $25,000 and scholarship to the Manhattan Conservatory of the Arts.
What a plan.
So you want us to dance with you in a classical shindig?
Yes. We're up against Kyle and April, one of MC's best dancers.
April and I always have to annihilate you both.
Ruby! Dancers dance, no matter what.
Pull yourself together.
Don't just dance, screw it, feel it.
Harder, sharper.
There you go.
That's it, everybody. That's the brand new movie. It's called High Strung. You can follow him on Twitter. It's at High Strung Movie. It's directed by Michael Damian. You guys know him. We've had him on the show many times. He's from that song Rock On back in the 80s, and he was on Young and the Restless, the TV show, the soap opera for like 20 years or something. So should be a lot of fun. And in a second, we're going to have our next guest, Jaremy Aiello, coming on. He's an Emmy winner. And then we may have a special guest that's going to call in for a second, and we're going to actually call him. So
a mystery guest.
So
mysteries.
It should be a lot of fun.
Don't we love a mystery? I'm not going to talk anymore, everybody.
Oh, shut up, Ron.
No, I'm not. I'm not speaking anymore. And watch how boring the show becomes. It becomes a boring show.
Yeah, take a nap now.
Since I got to give Chad some information, we're going to play a music video.
We are?
Since we haven't played any of these.
We
haven't played any of them. So which one you got there? Which one can you get quick?
I got them all.
Okay, let's do Rod's a Garden, I Want to Run. Everybody, it comes out next week on Tuesday. Here it goes.
Woo! Wait.
Oh, wait.
Take two.
Take two.
How come this is the only studio that doesn't have coffee?
You just got, because I don't drink coffee.
So why don't you have it for your guest stars? I mean, really.
You got to pre-warn, take the green M&Ms out of the pack, stuff like that. All right, I just had the knob down. Go ahead and do it again, Jimbo.
Everybody, here we go, everybody. It's Rod's a Garden. I Want to Run.
Trespassing into paradise, I'm ready to pay the price for the way that I feel. I would lie, I would steal to be with you. Oh yeah. As you sit on the bed with your needle of joy, I still see all the good you tried to destroy. When you're low, when you're high, so it is, so am I, just to be with you. Oh nights on the streets, pray for love. Ain't no answers that come from above. I hunger and wait there for you to call. I'm not gonna crawl, I'm gonna run. No wrong, no right, no darkling, no light, no sunshine or rain, no tears and no more pain. No wrong, no right, no darkling, no light, no sunshine or rain, no tears and no more pain. I wanna run like the wind till the fears lead into your arms. Oh baby, you're the one, and I wanna
We want to give a shout out too in the chat room to Tina, who is definitely in the chat room now, and also Chinzia. So hello, welcome, and everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Our last guest was great. Here comes our next one. We're going to give a call to our next guest. Hopefully he's going to answer the phone. We're calling now and see how it all goes, everybody.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Ding-a-ding-ding.
Ding-ding.
Caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello? Hey there.
Hey, is this Jeremy?
Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes.
Hey, Jeremy, welcome to the gym.
Love never made a fool of you.
Easy, Ron, easy.
Dee-da-da-dee-da-da.
And welcome to the Jimmy Star
Hey
Show,
there.
Mr. Jeremy Aiello. Is that how you pronounce it, Jeremy?
You got it. You nailed it.
He's
first
Italian. Aiello is Italian. Italiano like me. Say Italiano. No, parlo Italiano.
It is Italian, but I don't know any. I apologize.
Oh, you got to learn a couple of words. I'll teach you some later.
So, Jeremy, let me introduce you to everybody, starting off with the man who was singing. That's our
Hey
co-host, Ron
there,
Russell.
You with your nose in the air. Imagine a lyric like that. You with your nose in the air. That's because I'm trying to get the coke out. Not me, but the singer. Anyway, Mr. Aiello, I hear you're a fabulous makeup man. And you do incredible stuff, and I want you to know that I worked in 1970-something for Nick Marcellano over at Universal, and I was watching Dick Smith do some incredible stuff. Of course, I didn't stay because I was an actor. I just did it to get on the studio a lot. And my very good friend,
You got to meet Dick or just see him?
Did I get to meet who, Dick?
Yeah.
No, I saw Dick's work. He was working on the other side of the trail. I don't know what he was doing, some kind of a weird, making a 90-year-old look 20. I did meet him. He was very, very sweet, very nice. But Nick Marcellano, who was the head honch of Universal at that time, he was the head of makeup. I was there as a trainee or whatever they call it. What do they call those guys that are supposed to be learning? I just did it.
He's talking about a long time ago.
My very good friend Lee Winkler said, "You want to do makeup?" I said, "Sure, why not?" He said, "Okay, here's a check. Give it back to me. We're going to make believe you did a movie in Tasco, Mexico." And that's how I got my union card. So I knew nothing about it. I've had gone to hairdressing school. What did I know about makeup? But anyway, makeup, my friend.
Hang on, we have to finish introducing him.
Wait, I just want to do this and I'm off the air because I'm bored with you. Makeup.
Not you, Jeremy, me.
No. Now listen, Jeremy, listen to me. Without your talent, Hollywood has nothing. Tell them what you do for film.
No, not yet. He's got to be introduced.
Hey, Jeremy, this is Chad the engineer. Welcome to the show.
There we go. We got a chat room. We have a chat room full of your fans, so say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everybody.
There you go. Now you can tell them what you do.
Jim,
all right.
Jimmy has protocol here like the Protestants,
like every
boring.
Television show, like in the world.
I'm a pushy New York, Brooklyn guy, so I cut the bullshit and I go right to the chase.
So we should give him we need to give you a better build-up. So
what better build-up? Then he's the reason Hollywood's movies make it.
Okay, but he's an Emmy winner, which is pretty big, and it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Well, he's not running off the show in 2 minutes. We could get to it. I want people out there to know that if we didn't have good makeup, you don't have good movie. I mean, makeup is such an important part of film, and yet nobody really thinks about it. And when Dick Smith did those fabulous, fabulous makeup jobs, nobody gave him an award or carried on about it, like they carry on at the Oscars now about who doesn't get enough exposure. I think makeup people should be recognized for their... No, they're not really. They're not really. If you knew the hours you put into that, you're up at 4 and 5 and 3 in the morning and working and standing and sweating.
Okay, so let's let him tell us a little bit about it.
Now, go ahead, Mr. Aiello. Signor Aiello.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
Tell us
you
a little
go.
bit about it. You toot your own horn a little bit. First of all, you're self-taught. I read it in your bio. So you self-taught, and I know the things that you've worked on and that you won the Emmy. So tell us a little bit about what you think about what you do.
Well, for the most part, what I have been doing for the last 25 years is, a lot of makeup artists make people look beautiful. I'm the other end of that spectrum for a very long time. I make people look hideous.
You're the hard. You're the hard part. That's the hard part.
So,
pretty is easy. What you do is hard.
It is. It's a labor of love for sure. I mean, it's not for everybody, but I think anybody with motivation to do it can do it. It's cool. The fact that you were interested in makeup is awesome. I mean, you're ahead of me in the sense that you at least got to experience the great Dick Smith. He's somebody I've idolized.
And he was a gay guy, but he was a nice gay guy. He wasn't like a screaming fairy like me. No, he was really a very nice guy, very sweet, very, 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 very.
Actually, he's so sweet that he's actually not gay.
He's not gay. I thought Dick was gay.
Not gay. He's got a wife, and I believe.
Well, that doesn't mean he's not gay. I mean, he was a little feminine. My gaydar. I'm gay, so my gaydar went off. He was cute too, but maybe I was wrong. It's a lot of years ago. This is 30, 40 years ago we're talking about. But yes, he was the talent of the studio. Everybody shook in their boots when Dick came on the scene. I
have a question.
Wait, one more statement. He was the inventor of everything you guys are doing today. He started it all with latex, and he started it all with his masks and his skull shit. Brilliant.
Actually, too, though, in the chat room, they're telling me to let you know, Ron, that there's all kinds of TV shows that, like on TLC and stuff, that are all highlighting all those makeup people, like reality shows for makeup people.
I hope
you just don't watch any of them, but there are tons of shows dedicated to people who do special effects and makeup.
Forgive me for being ignorant, and I apologize, and I'm happy because makeup. I mean, I know I did makeup, and it's tedious. You strain your eyes. You have to keep your hands still. If you screw up, you get embarrassed. People look at you. They say, "Oh, that stinks." I mean, really, it's a show in itself. The makeup people in the trailer. There's 1,000 people all around you, and they're watching everything you do. If you do a little eyeliner, and they're critiquing you as you're working.
They all like Face Off in the chat room. They like the one Face Off. So let's get to you. So Jeremy, first of all, I'm going to do a little bragging thing. Just some of the things that you've worked on. I've seen almost all of them. Mortal Kombat, The Hills Have Eyes, which I loved because I'm a big horror movie. Hellraiser, I'm very good friends with Doug Bradley and all the Cenobites. Sin City, The Hitcher, The Mist, which you liked.
I loved The Mist. It was the best ever.
This is The End, which is I loved it to death. Hitchcock, Shutter Island.
Wait, hang on, stop it. You did Hitchcock's makeup, the film?
No, I didn't do the makeup. I was just a sculptor on that show. So in the movie, he's in the bathtub, and I did the fat suit for him.
The fat suit, fantastic. Shutter Island.
Could you do a skinny suit for me?
That would be awesome.
Wait, now go back. There was another movie I wanted to
Shutter
question.
Island, The Reaping, Splice, Star Trek.
Wait, no. The Mist, was it I loved?
Yeah, but I think he might have done... You saw the original Mist. You probably did the sequel Mist, right? I mean, not the sequel, but the remake Mist, right?
No, there was The Fog and The Mist.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
What did you do, The Mist or The Fog?
I did The Mist.
I loved The Mist. That's where at the end, that horrible ending that I hated.
Yeah.
Where they both get killed in the car. I hated. What did you do the makeup on? The monster?
Well, that I was again a sculptor for and designed a lot of the creatures and the spiders and the weird flying insects.
They were fabulous. I critiqued that movie. Everyone must see it. It's one of the best horror movies out there with an ending that will make you want to scream. I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated the ending. I hated the ending.
I don't want to give it away.
No, don't give it away.
I remember
I hated it.
Yeah, it was
Hated
rough.
I was.
And that was a hard one to keep a secret.
No, we won't tell. No, but Jimmy and I both
We
were,
both
like
hate it, but
saying,
we love the movie, though.
I want to get the writer and beat the shit out of him. I'm not allowed to curse.
So Alice in Wonderland, Predators, and then you won an Emmy for The Walking Dead. I have to tell you, because we've had a ton of people from The Walking Dead on the show. We had Norman Reedus, Michael Rooker. We had the guy, I forgot the guy who plays the gay character that was on, like last season. I don't know. We've had about 8 or 10. Melissa McBride, I think, was the bicycle girl for the first season. We had everybody on, and it was fantastic.
Oh.
And I used to be a celebrity clothing designer for many years.
I
And
mean, do you really care about this?
Would you let me talk?
See,
I'm serious. Let me talk.
this is what I live with. This is what I married 3 years ago.
It's very important because he won an Emmy working with Greg Nicotero, who I have dressed several times for
Who gives a
appearances.
shit if you dressed or undressed?
Well,
him?
the audience cares because he's the biggest fucking guy in the goddamn world.
You just said the
I
F
don't
word.
fucking care.
Oh, listen, he's really mad. $5 to each. Listen.
So anyway,
you love this show,
you get
aren't
to
we
work,
crazy?
You get to work with Greg Nicotero a lot, then, right? Or you did?
That's right.
I get verbal
I worked
abused
with
all the
him
time.
for
He's the coolest
about 11
guy.
years.
What do you think about the verbal abuse I have to take?
We have like 5 minutes with the guy. Can we?
Wait, we don't have 5 minutes.
I have another guest after this.
I like this guy. We're keeping him on. Listen, tell me now. No lying, no baloney.
Just take the show. I mean,
I have the show. I took it years ago. Listen, what work did you do that I would know that I could say great?
I haven't spoken a word.
And you're going to have it
Well,
after
if it-
this.
That's what you said.
If we're talking Walking Dead, I did the Bicycle Girl.
The Bicycle
Oh, you
Girl?
did Bicycle Girl on Walking Dead?
I didn't see that.
It was from the
Wait,
first
hang on.
episode.
Chad, could you pull up a picture of the Bicycle Girl?
Sure.
Look, we're going to have a picture come up any minute to see your work.
It's fantastic.
If you had Melissa on, then yeah.
Ron wasn't on the show.
He
He wasn't on then. I know her. I've dressed her for a bunch of appearances when she used to do conventions also. And
I wasn't on that show. That one went south.
Yeah, he wasn't on us. He wasn't on with us
The
that
show
time.
went south.
Actually, that was our first year on the air, Jeremy. That was our
Maya
first year.
Putana or
that,
what?
That was our first year on the show, on the air when Walking Dead came out, and so I had different people on the show. Ron and I are actually like the only married gay couple in the world on a syndicated radio
Couldn't
and
you
television.
tell the way
And,
we fight? Couldn't you tell we're married?
And so,
but we love each other.
But The Walking Dead is fantastic. So is that your? I know you won the Emmy for that, but is that your favorite thing? There she is.
You got the picture for the
There's-
Bicycle Girl? Where
Yeah,
is
it's right
it?
there.
I don't have it on my screen. Why don't I have it? Jimmy Chill. Oh, there it is. Oh, you got to be kidding. Oh my God, she looks like she was chewed up and sliced up and
She
burnt
was
up.
chewed up.
I mean, that's a disgusting mess. The poor bitch. Did they take her bicycle away from her? And she had to
He
walk?
doesn't watch The Walking Dead.
Did she have legs to walk? That's a fabulous. How long did she have to be suffering like that for makeup?
That one took a bit. I mean,
How long?
there was kind of a left curve thrown at everybody at that day because we had built her suit to be what's called the slam-forward gag, which is basically you kind of hide their lower body and then the half that's cut off.
That's pretty.
Is a prosthetic. And so it was going to be that type of gag. But when they got to they were filming in a public park, and they were told on the day that they weren't allowed to dig a hole for her legs. So at the last minute, we took this front appliance that we had and a back piece. There were going to be 2 separate shots. We had to carve them out, basically, and create that suit on her. So thankfully, she's so skinny.
Yeah, very
originally.
skinny.
So you couldn't
you
tell.
can build up on her, and
Right.
it's not going to get huge. So that day, I would say a good 3 hours for that first day. But then, because of the whole situation, they did the blue pants and they digitally removed her legs. And quite honestly, I think it looked
So
better.
at what point did that play? In other words, tell me what led up to it and how she got eaten and how did she get fucked
They
up?
don't actually show any of
I mean,
that.
how did she get messed up like that?
They don't show it.
They don't show it.
So it's not like people were eating her and ripping flesh, like the original Flesh Eaters, the 1964 one, I believe, where they were actually eating the flesh.
They do eat them, but just with her, she was standard.
Did anybody get to eat this bitch or what?
That's how she got to look that way. They just didn't show it.
Okay, so she has no torso.
To him,
she only has a torso walking on the earth.
No, she doesn't walk; she crawls.
She's disgusting. Now, what kind of a sick mind do you have to design such a disgusting thing? I'm not going to talk anymore. My husband's having a fit. Goodbye.
I'm not having a fit. You have to let me talk. Every time I start a conversation, you don't let me say a word. In the chat room, they're like, "When is Jimmy talking?"
Who said that? Nobody wrote that in the chat room.
So
Nobody did.
No, tell me. Like, so is The Walking Dead your favorite of all the different things you've worked on?
It definitely one of the top 5. I mean, it was an amazing experience. I used to go to Atlanta and do makeups on like the really big days. But for the most part, I would stay back in LA and just sculpt not all of them, but many of the zombies. And I got to say, it was a great job at first, but after a while, you kind of get sick of sculpting dead people. It gets a little depressing after a while. Quite honestly,
we've gone to a bunch of conventions. Ron and I have, and we interviewed a bunch of the people who were like walkers or featured. I guess they call them featured walkers. I'm not sure exactly, but like Ron's interviewed a bunch of them. We've had a bunch of them on the show, and then we've had a bunch of the principals on the show also. And it's a great show. Ron doesn't really watch the whole zombie thing too much, but I'm just catching up on it right now. So I've been watching The Walking Dead now, and I think the thing is freaking like awesome and all the work. Are you still working on it?
I do not work on it anymore. I left at the beginning of 2015. Actually, I had a physical issue, a pinched nerve in my neck. So I took a leave.
That's what a makeup man needs.
That's terrible.
Oh, and your neck? Your neck is your whole thing, holding up your head while you're painting. Forget it.
So what?
And you have to go upside down and look
Forget it. You can't work. You can't work with a pinched neck.
So have you worked? Have you been able to work that out?
Yes, I mean I've gone through a couple of minor surgeries.
That stinks.
I'm back to being able to sculpt again. Thank God. It was scary there for a while.
So you've been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah. I moved here in January 5th of 1990.
So what are you, 25 years old?
Yes. I was one. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Are you really asking?
No,
I'm 46.
You're 46. Yeah, my daughter just turned 40. I forgot. Jimmy just told me my daughter's 40. I said, Christ, she got older than I. She's old. She's a couple of years older than me now. You got to watch when you're alive.
For you guys,
okay.
How long have you two been married?
We're married 3 years. We're together almost 4.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a good relationship.
Thank you.
On this show we do yell at each other because our fans love it. It's like kind of like like Jackie Gleason when he was going to knock his wife to the moon. The audiences love that.
People love the bickering.
They do.
Bickering. Sometimes we don't bicker as much as others.
We're not a sweet show. We're not like everybody else. We tell it like it is. We ask weird questions, and that's what makes us so unique. You're unique because the artistic work that you do is unique. So I know you have to be a unique personality. Now we get to the nitty-gritty. Are you straight, gay, married, single? What? What's your deal? You want to discuss it?
I am married.
Okay. How many kids?
Been married to a man for.
Oh, a man, no
years.
kids. Yay! How many years you married?
Well, California had the domestic partnership thing.
Sure.
Which they say was real, but So I mean, technically, we got the actual official marriage license, 2 years ago.
Well, how many years you together?
We met in 2001.
Oh, so you're good. Did you ever get to Palm Springs?
Oh, yeah, I have a house there. I love it.
Well, listen, my dear, Jimmy and I are moving back. I'm moving back to Palm Springs. I lived there for years when I had my TV show. And now Jimmy and I are moving this summer back to Palm Springs. I'm going to get your number. And when we have a get-together, you and your guy are coming over. We have interesting friends. You'll love them. They're all in the biz. Some are famous, some are not, but it's okay. We like the ones that aren't. We still give them a cocktail. So seriously, because I would love to talk privately with you about your work because, yes, I was very interested in makeup. I did a lot of makeup in my day because I performed as Jane Russell for many years in drag for benefits. So I was able to convert myself from being a very manly man into a very beautiful Jane Russell. And I know the art of makeup. It is hard to do, and you have to do it clever, or you'll look like a joke. You look like a jerk.
Yeah.
So
Especially
more's
beauty
not
makeup.
better. More's not better. Just right is perfect. Seriously, do you want to hang with us? Because we hang with John Barrowman and a bunch of people out there. You'll like our crowd.
I would love that. We've had a place for a year, and we really haven't met too many locals.
They're all
they don't
snobby
have, like,
bitches out there. They're snobby bitches, those queens that walk around. It's the 100-year-old man in the rolls with the 12-year-old boyfriend that loves him not for his money. It's that routine. No, you gotta get rid of that junk. We're real. Our people are real. We don't do three-ways. We don't do group sex. We're all married happily, and we hang together. It's nice. You'll like everybody. I'm serious. Leave your number.
I've got his stuff.
I've made more friends on the air than I have, how else do you meet? It's like being online in those love things where you go on and you find a husband or a wife. So I find friends. I just invited our last guest on with Tippi Hedren because they're both involved with saving the lions. So I'm going to do a dinner party at my house and invite he and Tippi so they could combine their talents and make more money to save lions.
So here's what we're going to do. First of all, do you know how to video Skype?
I could figure it out.
Come on, you have to know.
I'm like technically retarded.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to contact you again on Twitter in a couple of weeks, and
nice.
When we're back to our studio in in Pennsylvania,
right.
We'll do an actual video Skype where people can see you, and we can have a good, fun, long conversation. You could even, if your husband's around, we can bring him on too and just shoot the shit and have a lot of fun. So,
what does your husband do?
He used to own rehabs.
Oh, that's good. My sister-in-law and my
California
nephew do. My nephew and my sister-in-law do that. They were both way out-ass junkies for years. They cleaned up. They did the 12-step program, and now my nephew is a guy that lives with you to make you better. What is that called? A lifesaver? What is
life
it?
Coach.
Life coach. And my sister-in-law has 3 rehabilitation homes, and she has a practice. So it's wonderful. What he does is wonderful.
I always said me and my husband work in the 2 most predominant industries in Southern California.
That's true.
Hollywood and rehab.
It's true.
So-
Hollywood goes with rehab out there.
So listen, first of all, what's the name of your publicist company? I think her Twitter was LAPR bitch, isn't it?
Her name's Rachel Madison Hill.
It's Madison Hill. That's it. That's right. And her, I only know, and it's so funny as I only know people by their Twitter handles. I just wanted to give them a shout out and thank them for helping set this whole thing up. And
I'm happy that Jimmy brought makeup on because we always have stars, movie stars, celebrities. I want the nitty gritty, the factory people. That's what I keep telling Jimmy. Let's bring on the factory people, the people that work in the crappy, ugly surroundings, not the beautiful
making
sets.
it all fabulous.
I mean, you know what the makeup studios look like. They look garbage with roaches. How come they have cockroaches?
Okay, we don't have.
They have cockroaches at Universal.
Anyway, here's what we're going to do. You guys, I want you guys to follow Jeremy on Twitter. It's at Jeremy, Jaremy. So you guys got to get the spelling correct. Jaremyaiello. He's cool. He's Italian. He's gay. He's an Emmy winner, and he's a special effects badass makeup artist.
And he's going to be our new friend, and you'll see that with pictures on Facebook in the summertime.
And we're gonna have you come. We're gonna have.
It's gonna be nice.
We're gonna have you come back on when we can Skype and everybody can see you. We want. Do you have a website or anywhere that people can go to check you out, or besides Twitter, is there any other place for me to send people?
I am working on the website now. It should be up by next week.
So the next time we have you on, we'll be able to send people to your website. We want to thank you for coming on the show. We're definitely going to be in touch soon.
And I want to say one thing more.
Okay.
If you're pushing anything for work and stuff, we go out to 10 million people. We're on Roku. We're all over the world. We just hooked up with Mexico. So when you come on our show and we Skype with you, have photographs of your work so that we can say, this guy does this, this, and this, and he's looking for work. So Hollywood, wake up, hire him, let's go. And that's what we do. Because I saw that bicycle chick, and she was disgusting.
She's fabulous.
So, I mean, if you could do that kind of disgusting work, you're good.
There you go. Jeremy, thank you so much.
Thank you, and we'll talk soon, babe. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
All right, everybody. Now we're going to
Nice
call our
guy.
special guest. We're calling Kim and Steven, which are
my good friends for thousands
Ron's
of
friends,
years.
and hopefully they're going to get on the phone. Chris McDonald, you guys know him
Wait.
from every freaking movie on the planet.
And Kim is Chef Kim. My
galley chef.
Galley chef, the fabulous gal that does all those wonderful recipes from all over the world, wherever the yachts. She's on $30 million yachts as a cook, and they go all over the world, and she gives you the meals from indigenous to the ports. And that's Galley Chef. Go to her and see her recipes. I mean, they're weird, like fish. I hate fish, but good recipes. Galley Chef. Anyway, she's coming. Is Kim going to talk to us?
I don't know.
We're calling them right now.
I'm going to talk to Kim.
No, we don't want. We have like 5 minutes to talk to the guy.
What are you pushing me all the time? You're like a dictator. You and Hitler.
Hello.
Hitler's
Hey,
child.
Steven.
Hi.
This is the Jimmy Star Show, and you guys are live. So whatever you got playing in the background, can you turn it down?
Okay, turn the volume down.
I'm surprised you're still able to speak after
they're
last
listening
night.
to us.
Oh, they're listening to us.
Hello.
You can't, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Wait, say hello to everybody, Galley Chef Kim. Where can people get your recipes?
Galleychef.org.
Did you hear what she said? Say it again.
Galleychef.org.
I don't want you to say it. Let us say it.
Can you hear
He's
me
like a
okay? 'Cause
puppet.
I have you on speaker. I've got Chris and Steve here with me.
Okay, but I wanted to push your fish first.
Okay.
So galleychef.org.
Okay, go there, folks. The food is outrageous. She's a fabulous cook, and it's different food. She made Maui the other day.
Mahi.
Was it called?
Mahi.
Was it called?
Mahi.
Not to be confused with the Maui Wowie.
The Cheech and Chong, no.
No, it's
not
Maui
Cheech and Chong.
Wowie. Anyway, I'm surprised Steven is still up. I mean, after last night, we had a good time at that dinner party. We drank a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was nice.
I'm lucky I'm functioning today myself. Anyway, let's talk to Michael.
So hello, Chris McDonald.
Oh, Chris McDonald. What happened to Michael?
I don't know who Michael is.
Michael McDonald.
I'm going to put him on the phone. Say hi,
That's a
Chris.
singer.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Fantastic. We want to welcome everybody, Chris McDonald, to the Jimmy Star Show. Since you're an impromptu guest, let me do a quick introduction to Ron, my co-host.
Hey, how are you? You know, we met
Ron.
we met your brother, and he's quite a character. I mean, you got to admit, your brother's something else, boy. We had such fun with him. He's a really good guy.
He is a genius, my brother. He's so freaking funny.
Oh, he's a
Peter,
character.
too.
He's
I met two of my greatest, my favorite brothers.
He's a show.
And I have five of them.
I know that. And he's a show. We just sat there and watched him all night long. He's like a 3-ring circus. You never know what he's going to pull out of a hat.
Then we got the man behind the boards, Mr. Chad Murphy.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Hi, Chad. How you doing, man?
Doing well. Thanks for your time.
And there's a chat room full of people. Chris, say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, chat room people. Nice to chat with you.
There you go.
Are you going to be in town for a while?
No, I'm actually leaving at crack of dawn tomorrow.
Oh, shit,
I was
so
in
we
town
won't be
today
here.
doing a show called Ballers right here in beautiful Southern Florida.
That's the show with The Rock, right?
With Dwayne The Rock. Yes, I play the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys with a little twang, and I talk like that a little bit. Got go after a couple players, you know.
Congratulations.
NFL draft.
So I'm sorry we're not going to see you because we leave Monday. So I'm sorry.
Well,
'cause
I'll be back. I think this show's going to be starting. It starts playing again this summer.
Yeah, but
and then
we
they
don't live
start
here.
production again in October.
We don't
did our
live
last
here.
episode today.
We'll have to see you up in Geneva.
So let's do a quick, like, what are your 5 favorite movies that you've ever been in, so people know who you are? Television shows or movies?
It's really funny that you would say that, because my father, who was an actor before he had 9 children, he said, "Son, if you get 5 great parts in your life as an actor, you've achieved greatness."
That's the
And
truth.
that's all an actor can really aspire to. So I said, "Thank you, Dad." So here's my 5. Ready?
Yes.
Thelma and Louise.
Fabulous.
Daryl Dickinson playing Thelma's husband, Daryl.
Fantastic.
That was a great thing. Ridley Scott directed. Unbelievable. Cover
Good
of
movie.
Time,
Good
Nobody
movie.
knew it was as big as it did. It was great. And I worked with Harvey Keitel, one of my heroes in life. The second one was Quiz Show, Robert Redford movie.
Okay,
about
good movie.
about the scandal of the show 21.
Fantastic. Yep,
I saw
and
that.
was really good. Working with Bob Redford is one of the greatest thrills of my life.
Sure.
And wonderful actors, John Turturro and Ray Fiennes, and
I was working with Ray Fiennes before Schindler's List came out. It came out like 2 weeks into our shooting, and overnight, people turned the headlights on him. All the lights are on him. It's really weird as a performer. You do all this work and it's great and people love you, and then you go to this other level, which is, oh my God, you're in Schindler's List. Everywhere we went, and we had gone a week before, but we're going to another place, and now they know who he is. And it was a real eye-opener, I'll tell you that much. Terrific actor, terrific person, dear friend of mine. So what an experience that was. So that's 2. Let's see, 3.
No, that was 3. You need
that
4.
was 2.
That was 2?
That was 2. Wait, I missed number 3. What was number 3?
Number 3 was Requiem for a Dream.
Great movie.
That's a prize-fighting movie, wasn't it?
Anti-drug movie. Oh, my God, fantastic. Working with Ellen Burstyn, brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Working with all those wonderful, Jared Leto, wonderful actors.
Ellen Burstyn.
And a truly brilliant director.
Yeah, Darren Aronofsky.
I mean, Ellen Burstyn is Broadway. I mean, you don't get better than her.
No, she should have won the Oscar that year. But you know who won that year?
Who?
For the line. I'll give you the line, and you guys will know it. They're called Tits, Bob.
The what?
They're called Tits, Bob.
What is that from, Chad?
That's the line from.
I don't know it.
It was Julia Roberts. Anyway, Julia Roberts won that.
Oh
year.
yeah. Julia Roberts. That's the movie with Aaron Brockovich. Okay.
Oh,
Aaron Brockovich.
That was a heavy. Yeah, good. That was a good choice. She did a good job. In that.
Okay, so
she did a very good job.
So that's
but
3.
Ellen Burstyn I thought was brilliant. I don't know.
But
that's what the Oscars are.
But
so
you know,
weird, though,
they gave the Oscar to Julie because she had a very good push-up bra and it was painful.
Exactly.
So they gave her the Oscar for pain of boobs.
She acted through the pain.
Okay.
Pain of boobs.
Give us number 4. Number 4
is the 20th anniversary of Happy Gilmore this week.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yay!
Woo!
Sandler!
Shooter!
Great movie.
Sizzler.
To this day, I can't walk down the street, but some people like, especially like if you're going to a
great movie.
You're walking through, say you're going to catch a plane, and then people look at you, and you see them looking at you, and then after they get about 12 steps back, they go, "Shooter!" And I just raise my finger up and go,
Right.
That's hilarious.
It's very funny. And that movie is now generational. I mean, 20 years. I have people who are octogenarians down to like 8-year-olds saying they love this movie. So
absolutely.
I don't know what it is. I'm not complaining. I think it's the most mass appeal movie I've ever been in, and I thank Adam Sandler and all those brilliant people behind it.
Funny movie.
Okay, that's 4. We got one more. What's our number 5?
Well, that's the trick. Number 5 is the one I'm looking for. They say, "What's your favorite movie?" My current one or my next one.
My next
still
one.
Always striving.
Right, that I've heard.
I mean, I've got 100 movies, but I want to tell you those 4 right there are great. And I could throw in like names like Grease 2, which was my first thing, and everybody loved it because it was Grease and it had their own following and all that stuff. Or Chances Are with the great Sybil Shepherd and Ryan O'Neal. And
Love
Robert
that
Downey.
movie. Love that movie. Chances Are.
I
loved it.
That was my shot of being like a leading man, but.
I liked Fanboys. We just had Chris Marquette on a couple weeks ago. And
you know why I love
Fanboys.
Chances Are so much? Because Johnny Mathis was the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sold the movie right there.
Right.
Chances Are.
So I wear a silly grin. Johnny,
okay, so how about...
Johnny's coming on our show this spring. I'm so excited. I keep telling people I can't wait for Johnny Mathis.
He's a lovely actor and a lovely man.
I know him
really,
also.
Really
He's a lovely man in person. He's gentle, kind, and sweet, and timid, and shy, and beautiful. I love Johnny.
Okay, so because we've only got like 3 minutes left, so you got, how about then, let's do favorite TV series. Just give us one.
Okay, good. With Kathy Bates, was taken off the air too soon. It was called
Harry's Law. That was my pick too, dude. That is so awesome. That show was awesome.
I played this character. I came on as Tommy Davidson, where I was like the guy in the bench bus ads, that kind of a lawyer.
It was
and,
so
with all the
good.
commercials on TV, and so I came on as a guest star, and then they made me a series regular because they loved what I was doing. So that was kind of swell. Did 3 seasons of that with her, who is the most authentically wonderful, brilliant actor, bar none, I've ever worked with. She would actually raise the hair off the back of my neck.
Wow,
can I
that's
do one more?
big
Yeah,
talk.
can I just do one more? She
do
would
as
say.
many as you want till we stop.
And I'd watch her and I'd go, oh my God, that was like 800 times better than what you just did, which is, I thought, perfect. Oh my God. What a talent. What a talent. And what a great person. You would love her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then you're really good in The Good Wife, too.
Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun doing The Good Wife. You know what happens? The actors, as they get older, they turn into judges. That's one step into like playing grandpa.
Yeah.
So judges are really cool. But I'm having a talk about great writing. The Kings, I mean Michelle and Robert King, are some of they're probably the best writer. And here's a fun fact: the Good Wife is the only show in the last 2 years of the Emmy nominations that has got a nomination for acting. Because every show that gets nominated for acting on any of these award shows, it's all cable, baby.
Right.
Cable.
I have to tell you, as you're speaking, we are showing your films. So the world is seeing you. 10 million people have just seen you.
Wow.
I have
10
to
million people?
That's our viewership. We
I have to tell you,
10 million hits
I have to
a
tell you
week.
too, because I'm a horror movie fan, so I just have to give you props because I had never really seen you in anything like The Collection, and to me, The Collection is one of the creepiest like horror movies on the freaking planet. Like the way the whole movie came about and everything is like super sick, and whoever thought it up is super sick, but it's an awesome movie.
Well, thank you for saying that. I like to try to do it all. They say, Chris, what do you like best? I say, I don't know. I like to mix it up. I hadn't done a horror movie in, 20 years.
Now, Chris,
so they came to me and they said, you want to play the father? I played this, and I played it like, it's a horror movie. Great. When I saw it, oh, my.
Absolutely.
That's one dark movie.
Absolutely.
Are you living up at the lake?
I live up in Lake Arrowhead, yes. It's beautiful up there.
Arrowhead, California.
Arrowhead, California. Yes.
Oh, I'm
and I live in
talking
New York
about
as well.
Lake
I live in
Geneva,
Midtown, New York.
Lake Geneva, New York. I'm talking about.
Oh no, Lake Geneva, New York. I love this place. I grew up about 12 miles from Hobart William Smith College.
Sure.
It's on the top of the lake. It's right there in Geneva, the Finger Lakes.
We love it. We go to
anyway. Great area, gorgeous wine country,
Mm-hmm.
the lake trout capital of the world. And this college is a little jewel. It just prepared me so much for the world. So when I started acting.
Oh, so you went to that college. You went to that college.
I did. And I just opened up a performing arts center there and gave them lots of money so they'd open the theater and they put my name on it. It's very exciting. That happened.
So do you know Grant Holly?
Very well.
Sure. Grant's a dear friend of ours, and so is his girl, his lady.
Yeah, Lauren Holly.
My Susie. I love my Susie.
We gotta go. We gotta
go. Wind.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Chris. We want to thank you so much. We're out of time. We want to thank you so much for calling in like this on the impromptu. We appreciate it. We want to thank Stephen and Galley Chef Kim for setting the whole thing up.
GalleyChef.org.
And everybody, look up Chris McDonald on IMDb. Go see all his movies, and definitely go watch Ballers when it starts again. It's a great show. And thank you so much, Chris.
My pleasure. Thank you, Chris. And I want to thank Steve and Kim for having me here and having a great time over Raising Glass.
Terrific.
Thanks. Bye, Chris. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much. See you next week.
Freezing cold.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy. Beige, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity. We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's. He'll dress you right. You'll feel like a star. We'll hook you up. Now you look sexy. Your game is tight. Gonna get laid tonight.